I remember who I was before. And now I can speak for the girl that was mute. Okay. Needed to get that out. Y'all, I ain't even do too much yet. You know what I'm saying? I just got up. I've been on my phone a little bit, but I just been chilling, and I was watching videos, and I came across this video where it's like a collection of videos, and one of the videos on there, this woman was talking about being delivered from schizophrenia and something else through her religion. You know, it's all about what you believe in. Y'all know I believe about spirituality. I believe in just divinity, trusting in divinity. I don't follow any set religion. I was brought up in Christianity, but like, you choose the path that you want when you become an adult. Or when you become your own person, rather. Gosh. Y'all, my phone is doing funny stuff right now, but just hear me out. I remember who I was. I was a very timid, meek, and mild girl. Very... I don't know if y'all caught that, but I was very soft. I was very... Okay, at an early age, I remember being confident. I remember speaking up and saying the truth. I remember that when I was very young, and I remember being threatened to be quiet, and I remember choosing quiet over what might happen next. Y'all, my video, I don't even know. I just cleared my storage. I don't know why it's being weird right now, but yeah, maybe it's some force out there that want me to tell my story. You feel me? Because really, it's too soon in the video for it to be doing this. Anyway, at a very early age, I learned to stop speaking up because I thought that would protect me. It would protect me from being hit, bust upside the head, or whatever. You know, because that's what my mama would say to me. She said, I bust you in your mouth. You don't stop talking, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I carried that through life with everybody that I encountered. I did not speak up for myself because I couldn't. I mean, I promise you, I don't swear like that. I only say it when I truly mean it. I just refrain myself from saying it anyway. But it's like a spell was put on me, and it did not truly release. It never had a chance of release. I moved in with my daddy, and even though I lived with him for like 2 years before he passed away, I was able to be free. And that's kind of another story. I mean, it can be this story. It's just, you know how I go talking about something different. Now we're getting deep into another topic. Just the person I changed into. Anyway, y'all, I feel like there was another point that I wanted to say. because you know I don't write this stuff down. Just let it flow. I just remember being so afraid. Nobody ever put their hands on me though. Like in school. Now, okay, they tried. Like I remember this one girl, for whatever reason, I mean, she was just sitting by me in class. We were in middle school, and she comes pulling on my hair. No conversation before that. She just come pulling my hair, and so I go to pulling her hair, and she telling me to let go. And so I'm like, no, you let go. Like, why? You know, it was just a really awkward scene there, and I guess she just wanted to feel like she was gonna do something to me. But when she realized I wasn't gonna let go, she just, that was done. I mean, after and whatever, and really, I thought she was cool until that moment. But whatever, some people just be trying to bully you and shit. They be trying to whatever, because people only bully you if they can, if you let them. I don't know who need to hear that, but if you let them, they will. Okay, now I didn't speak up for myself, but I for damn sure wasn't gonna let nobody touch me, and nobody really tried me like that. And I remember this boy, I thought we were friends. One day in class, I don't remember what, he grabbed me or something. He was gay, and he wasn't that big. Now I think I was taller than him, and I'm not very tall. Or maybe he was the same height. I don't know. He was real skinny, but like that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that because he wasn't like some big old boy trying to bully me or whatever. But yeah, he grabbed me or something. Was trying to play fight. I just said don't touch me. He kept doing it, and he had no hair, but I gripped that motherfucker's scalp. I tell you that much. I said, don't touch me. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I gripped that motherfucker's scalp. Child. Well, that's it. And what else happened? Where people tried me. Something else happened in middle school. What else happened? Oh yeah, I was just minding my business. We had a sub in this class this day. I was doing my work, had my headphones in, and suddenly I see trash like landing on my desk, like little pieces of trash. So people was throwing it at me. Some boys like just sitting across the way from me, and I didn't know who exactly was doing it, but I still feel pretty bad about the situation. I never apologized to this dude. They was pointing out this one boy, but I knew it had to be somebody else because he pretty much chopped it up with the dudes. But we was in middle school. I never really felt like they was his crowd. You know what I'm saying? I always felt a different energy out of him, that he was a good person. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. I guess because they was all pointing at him and he wasn't saying nothing, because it could have been him. Like I thought people was cool and they wasn't. So anyway, I went over there and slapped him, and they were still throwing trash at me. And then I caught myself chasing this other boy around the room, because they were pointing at him too. So it's like, child, that's it. I don't even know why I'm telling this. I really don't even know. But there you go. I never really even, like, that's the point. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I never had to fight anybody for real. Like, I got in a little fight with my step cousin one time, but we don't even call it no fight, because it happens. And we was always arguing with each other. I feel like that was just gonna happen at some point. And it happened in middle school, like that time frame too, because like we grew up together, so we was always mad at each other some point during the day, and then by the time it's close to time then we go home, we was always making up by the end of the day, so but we never got like into fights, but we had that one fight, and that it was so quick, and it was just gonna happen. I guess it was just gonna happen. Because we were basically like sisters. That's like literally how we grew up, like kind of, anyway, what was the point of this video? Okay, bear with me, y'all. Authenticity. Get to know me. And y'all know I'm also feeling kind of, because the video be doing what it do, 828. So I just be trying to calm down and take my time and get through the message, and keep everything in order. I know y'all know the point of the video, but I'm trying to remember it. Oh yeah, I remember who I was. So yeah, I just didn't know how to speak up for myself. I let people say all kinds of things to me and treat me any old kind of way, and I accepted anybody as my friend, no matter how they spoke to me. And now I don't have anybody that I call my friend. I keep to myself, and I don't hate the people that I used to be friends with. I don't dislike them. I dislike the person I was when I was friends with them. It's not their fault. And I want to say it's not my fault. And I want to say it wasn't my mama's fault. It wasn't nobody's fault that was around me. It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, I don't like to place blame. I do my best, Now I'm not perfect. I do correlate how I grew, something that, it did build who I became, and, and I'm changing who I'm becoming by just acknowledging who I was and knowing who I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, I don't like to place the blame because it's a whole line. Like, it's about how my mama was raised and how her mama was raised and this, that, and the third. You just didn't know how to raise me. Like, she was young. By the time, listen here, I'm about to be 25. By the time she was this age, she already had 2 kids. I don't have any kids. She was young. And she didn't have all the answers. Nobody do. But kids, they look at you like you got all the answers. But I decided to release her with peace, release her with love. Like, I see her again at some point, but I don't even talk to my family for real. Like, it's hard. It's difficult because it's like they see you as who they know you to be, who they've raised, who they've always known. But you're somebody else, and it's like they keep trying to get that old you, and it's stressful. It's stressful because I'm not that. Quit expecting that of me. And I'm not gonna keep talking till I'm blue in the face or purple or whatever, trying to explain who I am. I'm gonna just have to show you. I'm gonna just have to not be around. I'm gonna just have to not be that person to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm different, and I'm not finna be doing all that extra. I'm just have to show you. That's it. I remember who I was before. Now I can speak for the girl that was quiet, for the girl that was mute. I could not speak up before. And I'm saying this for whoever can't speak up now. You can speak up. You just gotta choose to do it. Y'all hope y'all can't see the foolishness going on me right now. But receive the message. Speak. You gotta open your throat chakra. And that's what I've been learning. That's what I've been learning to do. You feel me? I've been learning to do that, and I'm sure that's what you got to learn to do too. That's why you seeing this video. That's why I'm making this video. I've opened my throat chakra, and it's a everyday practice. It's an every moment practice, every encounter practice. Open your throat chakra. I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And I'm just so grateful that y'all even receiving this message. I'm grateful that I'm able to give it. I'm grateful that I went through what I went through and that I'm able to talk about this. I'm grateful that I came out of that. You feel me? I remember being stuck. And I just remember why I even started this video. It's because this girl was talking about being schizophrenic. Now, I never been diagnosed for anything. Now, I'm not saying that I had schizophrenia because I didn't hear voices or whatever, but I remember, now, OCD, I never been diagnosed for it, and I know that it's bigger than just somebody, as soon as you pick up something to clean, you got OCD. No, it's deeper than that. I remember being a certain way. Like, I did things, and I still do things that I believe I may be OCD. I may have OCD. Like, I don't know what stage or whatever. I don't know, but I truly believe that, and I believe you can heal yourself from that too. I'm not completely healed. I don't know the depths. Some people truly, it is exhausting. That's what people don't get. It is exhausting. I remember, this is one example. When I was Christian, I was so afraid of going to hell that with everything that didn't seem right, I would immediately say things like to myself. And I know my mama, she saw me do this before, and I know she think I was just talking to myself with, like, I was like praying basically. With every moment, and it was so exhausting. I would keep saying things like thank you God, and I'd be looking up to the sky like, thank you God, and just like, I just couldn't stop. It was so exhausting, and it was this thing in me trying to be perfect or something. And I feel like that's something that when I left Christianity, I stopped doing that. Now, I still thank God, the divine. I just don't see it in the same way. I see God as within us, and I see us as literal, literal extensions of God. Video. Y'all, I had to go ahead and cut that video, but because it was getting to 15 minutes long, y'all, and I was like, oh my gosh, hold on, I got to go ahead because it was doing this thing. I was like, I'm not finna miss this. I'm not finna let that go. So anyway, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I'm grateful to be here. Thank y'all. So do y'all thing and be great.